Police fired tear gas at supporters of Kenyan opposition leader Raila Odinga as they demonstrated in Nairobi on Monday in protest against the government and high food prices. Police had banned the demonstrations, now in their second week. A witness that spoke to Reuters said some protesters threw stones at the police. One person was shot dead in the western city of Kisumu, said a hospital worker. Odinga, who lost to Ruto in last August's election and has accused him of cheating, has called for twice-weekly protests indefinitely, citing the high cost of staples such as maize flour, which has kept inflation high.
Prime Minister Netanyahu declared in Hebrew and English, "We will not advance any law against the Christian community." Netanyahu's announcement allayed fears among Christians that a law proposed by two members of Netanyahu's coalition would become law. The proposed law states, anyone who persuades a person directly, digitally, by direct mail or online to convert his religion, his sentence is 1 year imprisonment. And if the person was a minor, his sentence is 2 years imprisonment. The scope of this effort seemed extremely broad.
About as wide as you could possibly get, in fact, Chris. I mean, anything you say which might be in favor of a certain religion could be construed, I suppose, as being an attempt to solicit someone. Where do you draw the line?
The bill would have strengthened an existing law that makes it a crime to give anything of value to persuade anyone to change their religion, proselytizing to anyone under 18 years of age.
Over a frozen Canadian prairie, Dr. Ryan Brook, a PhD, is on the hunt for so-called super pigs.
A super pig is a hybrid between a European wild boar and a domestic pig. We get the benefits of having really thick, warm fur, long legs, big, long nose, razor-sharp tusks, but also large body size and very, very high reproductive output.
Associate Professor Brook has been studying feral swine for the past 13 years. He's now sounding the alarm on a huge population of super pigs that have been running wild in the Saskatchewan wilderness for decades.
They're the worst invasive large mammal on the planet.
Associate Professor Brooks says Canadian pig farmers first bred super pigs in the 80s in an effort to increase pork production. He says when the pork market collapsed in 2001, hundreds escaped captivity.
Wild pigs occupy over 700,000 square miles. You know, that's bigger than most countries.
And that's a problem for the United States because we already have a massive feral pig problem of our own. There are at least 6 million feral pigs across 35 states, mostly in the South, according to the USDA.
They do massive crop damage. The USDA says $2.5 billion per year just in crop damage alone. A couple of years ago, there was a woman in Texas that was actually killed by a group of wild pigs.
On top of the agricultural and environmental damage they cause, feral swine are considered a breeding ground for diseases that can mutate and possibly infect humans too.